On your Facebook that you went to the University of Utah.
I did.
Yeah, I grew up in Salt Lake.
Nice. Where would you live?
I lived in West Valley City. When I graduated college, I moved to Centerville for a couple of years, and then I moved downtown, and I lived downtown for about 4 years before moving here. So
My senior year in high school, back in '96, my stepdad gave me a camera, and I took that everywhere with me and shot every day and, shot slide film. And then I went to West Virginia for 2 years and, took that everywhere and got in a lot of trouble for having a camera and, just that as opposed to doing other things. And I always told everyone that I wanted to be a professional photographer and nothing else. And that's all I wanted to do. And, people would always tell me, like, yeah, go, there's no way you'll ever do that. You can't make any money. It's ridiculous. Go to school to be a bean counter, make money. I had a friend who hired me to shoot a wedding. And, after that, I saw that you could actually make money doing this and decided to continue following in the footsteps of where my passion lied. Started working at a portrait studio in Laguna Beach, and then for a few years after that, I ended up working on a movie set with my buddy up in Salt Lake, and started doing a lot of movie making. And when I was in Utah, I was shooting like the World Championships of luge for the Olympic Park and doing some other commercial work as well. Actually, pretty much I'm trying to niche with wet plate and only do wet plate. I also do architectural and regular portraits, but I try to, like, I've changed my whole website just to promote wet plate. This is what I'm doing, and I love it.
So what prompted you to move from Utah to San Diego?
I grew up in Orange County, and Mission Viejo, San Clemente, and then my wife and we wanted to buy a house, and it was affordable in Oceanside.
Oh, Oceanside's beautiful. Are you familiar with the Muramid Museum there?
I've never been there. Where is that?
It's on Artist Alley. A real local kind of mural themed museum, but they also do a lot of exhibits. And last I exhibited some of my paintings there, and they were really open to artists exhibiting there, and like the coolest like friends of artists there. So you got to stop by and say hi to them.
I had a friend who we were doing art shows together, like photography shows up in San Juan Capistrano, and he was doing making embryotypes at the time, and I just looked at him and fell in love with it. And then he decided he needed to move to Nicaragua, so he one day dropped off a bunch of crates full of chemicals and cameras and other weird things that I'd looked at for 5 years and wondered what they were, and kept wanting to get into wet plate. And then I decided, I called up Will Dunaway, took a class with Will, and then I ran into our friend Anton on Facebook, and we met up, started shooting together, and just having fun. I like the tangibility. I actually like the process. I like all the steps of it. Being able to mix your own chemicals, mix your collodion, know what's actually going into your photography. It's like it has its own life. It has its own. And depending if we do everything correct, we get a good image, and if we don't, we get, what we get.
Right. It's not very forgiving, is it?
Even the people who see the bad stuff, like, oh wow, that's so neat. I'm like, no, wait, let's do it again. Let me filter things. Let's make it work right again. And then once they see even better, they're even more in love with it. And I like it because it's a lost art. How many of us are actually doing it anymore? Something you can hold as opposed to a 1 and a 0. It's something that when I'm done with my clients, they walk away with either glass plates or, aluminum plates. When I switched from, shooting slide film to digital, I'd break hard drives. I'd lose things. Something would knock over a hard drive. I'd delete I deleted a folder by accident, or just bad mistakes from the computer side of it as opposed to the photography side. When I got into this, I was just like, wow, this is so amazing. This is something that I see it right there. Like, I was in Yosemite, and it was there was a lot of fires there going on, and like, just all these people started gathering around me and my wife when I was making these tintypes. My kids were all asleep in the car, and they were watching it, and they were seeing this old camera with this Civil War lens on it, and they were so amazed by the process of what was going on. Even like my mess ups, I'm putting up all the tintypes that I've messed up on the walls. Like nailing them into the wall, and it's organic. That's what I like about it. That it's tangible. I just really enjoy giving something to someone that's going to last 200 years. And what's going to move me is not going to move you. Just like I have people who look at wet plate and they think it's the dumbest thing on earth, but when I look at it, it's a thing of beauty and love, and it's how I choose to express myself.
I'm going to go ahead and pour this plate. Three, two, one.
And then
Wow,
just put
that's a great image of. Is that your daughter there with their stuffed animal?
my daughter.
That's cool.
There's my wife.
Awesome. I love that look too.
There's blue glass.
Ooh, I should do some ambrotypes for this. I like that blue glass a lot.